તો મેં ડિસેમ્બર જ કીધું છે. પછી જુએ 1-2 મહિના તો કરી શકું હોય તો ચાલે એક્સચેન્જ.
બરાબર.
બોલો.
બસ કઈ છે નહીં બધું બધું અહીંયા તો રૂટીન ચાલે છે બધું.
હા પછી
આપણે
કરું.
સોનુનું ટીવી લીધું હતું ને સોનુનું ટીવી લીધું હતું ને
હા.
ખરા ડેમેજ થઈ ગયું ટીવી.
શું થયું એનું?
ખબર નહીં શું થયું તો ડેમેજ બતાવે છે. કાલ ઓલા ભાઈને બોલાવ્યા હતા કેટલું ભારે ટીવી લીધું હતું આપણે.
તો કેટલું કે છે? શું કે છે?
હા એટલે ડેમેજ થયું છે એટલે કે જે વોરંટીમાં ના આવે ડેમેજ વસ્તુ.
ડેમેજ
કંઈક
કેવી રીતના થયું?
રોકાણું કે કંઈક લાગ્યું કે ખબર નહીં ડસ્ટિંગમાં લોકોએ કંઈક કર્યું કે પાઇપોએ ડસ્ટિંગ કરી એમાં કંઈક થયું. આ બહારથી જોઈએ તો એકદમ નવું જ સરસ લાગે છે પણ ચાલુ કરી દીધું તો ડેમેજ બતાવે છે.
એટલે સ્ક્રીનરમાં કંઈ આવતું જ નથી.
આ સ્ક્રીનમાં રાઉન્ડ અડધું આવે છે ને અડધું નથી આવતું ડેમેજ બતાવે છે
હા એ
આપણને
આખી
અહીંયાથી ડેમેજ.
સ્ક્રીન બદલવી પડશે. કેટલું કીધું એ?
હા એટલે હવે જોઈ ઓલાને બોલાવીને કે પછી એના જે જોવાવાળા આવે છે ને એ જોયું હતું કે ક્યાં ડેમેજ છે આમાં વોરંટી ના હોય.
ને આ એ
આપણે
લોકો
એક્સ્ટ્રા
નવું નવું.
વોરંટી લીધી છે 1 વર્ષની વધારે.
હા તો એમાં બી કવર ના.
એમાં કવર ના થાય એટલે હવે નવું લઈ કે પછી આને રિપેર કરાવી આને 40-50 હજાર તો ખર્ચો કે છે.
અરે બાપ. પેલું અંદરનું મારું
હા
હશે ને એ ચાલે છે?
હા એ ચાલતું હશે પણ એ હવે ક્યાં વાર લગાડી પાછી હવે અહીંયા તો મોટું લગાડશે ને પાછી.
હા એ ટીવીમાં મારે બી બહુ મેં બી 2 ટીવી એ બહુ ધ્યાન રાખવું પડે છે. એ
હા
કંઈ બી આમ લાગે તો એ જતું રહે સ્ક્રીન.
હા તારે બી થયું ને એવું ખબર નહીં શું થયું અહીંયા તો કઈ તો હાથ બી નથી લગાડ્યો પણ આમ લાગે છે ડસ્ટિંગ વાળાએ કંઈક કર્યું લાગે છે. ધોવા કરવામાં ક્યાંક કંઈક થઈ ગયું લાગે છે ખબર નહીં હવે શું થયું.
હા મારે બી જ નહીં લોકો મૂકતા હતા એમાં ફિક્સ કરવામાં આપણે ઘર ચેન્જ કર્યા ને એમાં ફિક્સ કરવામાં હાથ લાગીને તૂટી ના થયું.
હા
કંઈ નહીં જો.
હા એટલે એ બધું હવે ટીવી નીચે હવે મહિના 2 મહિનામાં જ નીચે જવાનું થશે હવે.
અચ્છા અચ્છા.
એ લોકો જવાના છે 10 ઓગસ્ટે ખાલી કરવાના છે એટલે એકાદ 2 મહિના રિનોવેશન ચાલશે. પછી નીચે શિફ્ટ કરવાનો હશે ને હવે ત્યારે નવું લે કે પછી અત્યારે કઈ ખબર નહીં હવે શું કરશે.
હા જો.
કારણ કે અહીંયા અત્યારે લઈ તો પાછું નીચે જઈને પાછું અહીંયાથી નીચે લઈ લે તો પાછું બધું થોડું તકલીફ પડે.
હા એ જ ને. હવે 4 વર્ષ તો અહીંયા જ ને?
હા ના 2 વર્ષ 2 વર્ષ પછી
બે
ગમે તે હવે.
વર્ષ
એ લગભગ કરીને તો હવે બોમ્બેથી ને રિટાયર
હા.
થવાનું આવશે એવું લાગે છે. પણ 2 વર્ષ તો પાકા હવે પછી 2 વર્ષ આગળ ખબર નહીં.
ઓકે ઓકે.
તો
હા
બરાબર છે બેટા ખાય છે પીવે છે?
હા બસ હમણાં ગયો તો ફ્રૂટ લાવું છું. બધું હવે ખાલી કર્યું.
હા એટલે નવા ઘરમાં જે સેટિંગ કરીને થોડું ખાવા પીવાનું લઈ આવજે બેટા.
હા હા.
ગ્રોસરી બધું જે જોતું હોય ને બધું કંઈક બનાવીને ખાજે રોટલી.
હા. હમ. ઓકે મમ્મી.
અને જે બિલ્ડિંગમાં હોય એને સાથે તારું બોલતો રહેજે જે તારા જેવા હોય કે એવું કોઈ લાગે તને તો બધા સાથે થોડું બોલતો રહેજે એટલે શું ઓળખાણ થાય ફ્રેન્ડશીપ થાય.
હા પણ બધા કામ કરતા હોય. હા જોઈશું હવે.
ના તો મળે એટલે બહુ બધા પોતપોતા બીઝી હોય પણ સવારે હાય હેલો થાય સાંજે થાય બધા કામ તો કરતા હોય પણ
હા હા એ તો.
કોક વખત આપણને કઈ જરૂર હોય તો હેલ્પ કામમાં આવે.
હા એ બરાબર. એક
હા
તો
એટલે
હતો
થોડું
પેલો.
પેલું આપણે સામેથી બોલાવાનું એમ પેલું થોડું એવું લાગે ને તો કે હું નવો આવ્યો છું અહીંયા એમ સામેથી કહેવાનું.
બરાબર હા.
હા એટલે કિચનમાં મળે કે કઈ આવે તો પછી શું કે આપણે સામેથી બોલીને લોકોને બી એવું થાય કે જો મારી સાથે બોલે છે.
બરાબર.
મોડું ચડાવીને ફરી તો પછી શું કે અમુક હા એ લોકો રમી ગયા
હા
એટલે થોડી હેલ્પ રહે એમ કોઈ કે જરૂર એ લોકો આપણે એને કરીએ એ આપણને કરે
હા
શું ખાધું આજે તમે હવે ખાઈશ
હા બસ હવે ખાઈશ પરોઠા છે ટાકોસ શું કર્યું છે દૂધ છે
હા અહીંયા તો કોઈ આપ્યું નહીં હોય ને એના સાથે આપણે મતલબ નહીં ના રહેતો
હા હવે કંઈ નહીં ખાલી જોવાનું રેન્ટમાં બધું નીકળી ગયું છે નામ
હા
એવું
અને
કહીશું
ડિપોઝિટ અહીંયાની પાછી મળશે કે અહીંયા મળી ગઈ
ડિપોઝિટ કંઈક એટલે મેં જોયું હતું બધું કે અમે સ્ટાર્ટિંગમાં 1000 આપ્યા તે નેક્સ્ટ મંથમાં કવર થઈ ગયા છે પણ જ્યારે આ છૂટશે ત્યારે બી હું પૂછી જોઈશ જ્યારે કાઢશે ત્યારે 1 મહિના કેમ કે આ લોકોનું તો 1 વર્ષ સુધી હજુ ખબર નહીં એટલે જો હા હવે તો ખાલી શિફ્ટ કરવાનું છે જોવું કે શું સારું પડશે અને કાલે કે પરમ દિવસે
હા જોઈ લે
કરીશ
કદાચ તો મને એવું છે ઉભેર જ સારી પડશે અને મને પૂછતા જતા તપાસ કરી લે જે બી હોય
હા હા
ઉબેર વાળાનો ફોન નંબર આવે ને તેને પૂછી લેવાનું કે મારે પાસે સામાન છે
હા એટલે હા બુક કરીને નંબર આવે ફોન ને બધું કહી દેવાનું હા પાડે તો નહીં તો કેન્સલ કરી દે એવું કંઈ કરીશ
હા જો હા પાડે તો પછી કરવાની ના પાડે તો પછી કેન્સલ કરી નાખવાની
હા ઓકે જો ઓકે કાલે કે પરમ દિવસે
હા
કરીશ હજી ટ્યુઝડે એક્ઝામ છે એટલે 2-3 દિવસમાં
હા
કરી
હા
દઈશ
હા એક્ઝામ પતાવી દે પછી કરશે બધા
ના એના પહેલાં કરવાનું ને ટ્યુઝડે એક્ઝામ છે
અચ્છા
એટલે
એક્ઝામ કરતા પહેલા કરીશ
હા 2-3 દિવસમાં કરવું પડશે ને
હા તો એક્ઝામમાં પછી પાછું તારું તો એક્ઝામમાં ડિસ્ટર્બ નહીં થાય બેટા
ના ના જોઈ લઈશું એ તો ખાલી 2-3 કલાક લાગશે પેક ને બધું થઈ ગયું છે ખાલી ગાડી મૂકીને ત્યાં ઉપર ચડાવવાનું ખાલી
હા ના પાછું ને અનપેક કરવું પડે ને પાછું બધું ખોલીને પાછું આ
એ
છે
એટલું તો બધું નહીં કરું ખાલી મેઇન કરી લઈશ જોઈશ પછી જેવું ટાઈમ રહે પણ બધું
ઓકે
એકવાર આવી
હા
જાય
કઈ
પછી
વાંધો
જોઈશું
હા કઈ વાંધો
ઓકે મમ્મી પછી કોલ કરું ત્યાં જઈને
હા નવા
બતાડીશ
ઘરમાં
રૂમ
જઈને પછી કોલ કરજે નવા
ઓકે
ઘરમાં
ઓકે
જઈને
ઓકે ઓકે
હા હા
હા
ઉભો
અચ્છા
રહી જાય ઉઠી છે હાલે ઉઠી છે જાય જોઈ લે હું વિડીયો કોલ કરું છું
હા બકર
હા. કરું વિડીયો કોલ
હા કર
હા કરું છું વળે ને તો ખોટી થોડી દીધી
હેલો
હાય કાનુ
હાય
કેવું છે જોયો પડતું તને
બરાબર છે
હા દાઢી વાડી કરી લાગે છે
બરાબર
સારો નતો લાગે
બરાબર હાય કેમ છો
દાઢી કરી તો મને ગમ્યું બટા
હા
લે
ઓ વાવ હાય
ક્યાંથી અવાજ આવે છે
હાય કોણ છે
નમો નમો
ઉ
કરો નમો નમો કરો નમો નમો કરો વિજય મામા ચોકલેટ મોકલવાના છે હા કરો
ડિમ્પલ્સ આવે છે ને આમ ગાલમાં
એક સાઈડ
એક
નમો નમો
અચ્છા
કરો
અચ્છા
કોણ છે
વાહ
મહેમાન આવવાના
હાય
છે
હાય હુ એકદમ આંખ તો એકદમ આમ મોટી મોટી છે નાઈસ
હાય
ઉ ઉ ઉ
બોલે છે નવારા કરે છે જો બોલે છે હમણાં જો બોલો મામા બોલો મમ્મા
હાય
કેટલી ક્યુટ છે જોઈ
હા વાળ બી કરલી ને
એને જોઈ તારી નાનપણ યાદ આવે જ મને
બરાબર
ગુંજર અત્યારથી છે ને મારા કાના છોકરી આવશે ને એની બધી તૈયારી ચાલુ થઈ ગઈ છે તને સિક્રેટ કહું છું
અચ્છા અચ્છા બરાબર.
ભલે એ વાતને ઘણી વાર છે પણ બહુ ચાલુ થઈ ગયું છે બધું રિવિઝન
હા.
અચ્છા અચ્છા અચ્છા
કોણે વધારે
અચ્છા
હેરાન કર્યું મનાલી દીદી?
હા
કોણ વધારે લાઈક જાયના કે માહિર?
એવું ના હોય માવને તો બે ચાર છોકરા કરતા હોય બેટા
ના એટલે અત્યાર સુધી આમ તકલીફ કોણમાં વધારે પડી એવું પૂછ્યું
માહિરમાં
છે.
માહિરમાં હા
અચ્છા
મને
અચ્છા
પૂછને છોકરી તો આમે ડાઈ હોય
અચ્છા ઓકે ઓકે બરાબર.
સાયના થોડું ઓછું હેરાન કરે છે
હા
અચ્છા
એકદમ
અચ્છા
ઇનોસન્ટ ને
જો
કામ
કેટલી
લાગે
સ્માઈલ
છે.
કરે જો કેટલી સ્માઈલ કરી છે
હાય. એક સાઈડ આમ એકદમ આમ ખાડો પડે છે.
હા એક અચ્છા મામા આયા ચોકલેટ મોકલજે મામા સારું બેટા
હા
હા
ઓકે.
તું બરાબર કર લે બેટા
હા હા ઓકે મમ્મી ચલો પછી કરજો
હા
વિડીયો કોલ.
હા આજો
બાય
અરે મામા
બાય
બાય કરે
બાય
બાય
જાયના.
કરે મામા
બાય બાય. ઓકે મમ્મી. હા બાય
હા
મનાલી
બેટા બાય
દીદી.
ચલ
હા.
આવજો હા
gone, the fourth wicket is in the bag. Bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Hafiz comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. We've already seen a hat-trick. Could we now see 4 in a row? Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this exciting contest is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the irrepressible David Gower.
Thanks, others. We're almost ready to get underway. So I've been taking a look at the conditions to see what the captains might decide at the toss. And I think with this service, there's a little bit there for batters and bowlers alike. The ground staff have done a brilliant job. I'm really interested to see which way the captains go when the coin is tossed. Could have gone either way on that call, but I'd say bowling first is the sensible call. Put the batters under pressure early and hopefully get the breakthrough.
The umpire signals that we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Nicely played.
Heaved away off the back foot, sweetly timed.
Whoa, shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Sprayed that very wide, hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there. Beaten on the drive.
I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but that doesn't matter.
an effort ball and called on the front foot. At least they've got an extra ball to go for the wicket. Hit that hard, nailed it.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Nærværende Kiddy.
Choking yourself. Wake up.
Which was talking about what was at 51 miles an hour. Harry Brook, who's just been moved to a position at short extra cover from short leg in the game there.
Yeah, I like that change. Normally men round the back. I think that's a good change to Warner, who's trying to get out and meet the ball.
Another full toss, the third. I mean, how he just rather disgustedly with himself turns away. And unusual for an off-spinner of his quality to offer 3 full tosses in his first 3 overs.
Another reason to lose the short leg, that was.
Well, he's coming in now for Labuschagne, certainly understandable for the right-hander.
Best. Only on Sony Sports Network.
Co-presented by Wildstone Code Pyro.
For Sindhu, that's the way he got it. Sliced it, and another simple catch. The end is nine. Bangladesh really fought.
He missed the ball, really, he should never have missed.
Brings up the 150 of the partnership between Kohli and Jadeja.
Not an overpitched delivery, and look at the timing and the placement. Sluggish outfield, didn't have enough to take it to the boundary, but it was a pleasant stroke. 151, one partnership of 266 deliveries. Well, we know who he's supporting, Warner. They call him Jumbo the Nuts Man. When I say nuts, I don't mean he's crazy. He used to sell nuts.
I don't want you to explain that in any form. 334 for 4.
Immerse yourself at the heart of the peloton with our unparalleled coverage. Feel the full effect of the Tour de France with every stage live and on demand on Discovery Plus.
Right, Jason Holder to Jadeja is a mystery that we're all trying to figure out. He's going to start around the wicket, alternated over and around for most of his last over. I think Again, we're going to see changes in the field. Blackwood was at a second slip. He's now moved to a cover. There's a man now at deep square leg.
Certainly taking a long time to get fielders in position.
Fielder is there for that. Yeah, it's taking an awful long to get the field that the bowler and the captain want. And Craig Brathwaite yesterday seemed like he was in a rush to finish his overs towards the end of the day. Could only manage the 84 even with the additional half hour. We're now into the 12th over of second day. And we're approaching the hour mark.
Certainly has been a little bit slow. I reckon the guys are taking too long to get into position.
Might be a summons from the match referee at the end of this game. The West Indian captain, of course, in the rules of the World Test Championship cycle, you also get docked points for over 8, something that England cost them dearly the last cycle.
And that is something West Indies can afford to lose. They need points, so they can't afford to lose.
Jethro.
I have to admit, Ronak, that got to look a little more enthusiastic than this. I reckon a couple of wickets will change the mood.
They need a moment of magic, something to lift them. Joshua De Silva was in Virat Kohli's ear for a large part of that innings between 80 and 90. He's gone quiet.
Seemed very happy to take the boundary first up, punched away nicely to get off the mark.
It's a hot morning, so conditions are challenging. Jason Holder's continuing to take circles around his mark. Now he's ready to launch.
Good short delivery from Jason Holder. But Jadeja isn't interested. I know he's extremely hot here at the Queen's Park Oval. And he can sap your energy rather quickly. But at the same time, you have to find a way.
You don't chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that races the boundary.
Well, it is hot, so the players and the officials need some refreshment. It is time for a Blue Waters drinks break with India 336 for 4.
What you waiting for?
Today looks bright with a good chance of getting stuff done.
Tomorrow begins today with NatWest.
What is this? This is Disaronno Velvet. This is our summer drink. Disaronno Velvet, the new Dolce Vita.
TNT Sports is here.
Come on.
And we'll still be bringing you all these epic moments. And you don't have to do anything. Your subscription will just switch over. You can still watch it on TV or on the new streaming home, Discovery Plus. So,
You don't want to miss this.
Oi, Bakayo, that was my line. TNT Sports, available now on your TV and Discovery Plus.
336 for 4. Kohli on 118. Jadeja on 53. Another hour dominated by this batting pair here at the Queen's Park Oval. Came here with a mission, and given the conditions, given the bowling attack, he's done what he needs to do. Getting that 29 cherished Test match 100. Au revoir. Still the chance of more to come. 154 run partnership. Stacey-Ann King alongside me. Ravindra Jadeja has played his part.
Most definitely. A few gorgeous shots from Jadeja, bringing up his 19th Test half-century. And the celebrations continue. It has been tough for the West Indies bowlers in the outfield. It has been a very hot morning. Almost a repetition of the first day's morning. Quite flat, nothing happening for any of the bowlers thus far.
A reminder that if you visit Trinidad, there is much to see and do. It's at the North Coast, the Western Peninsula, where you can dabble in ecotourism. A wonderful ethnic mix of cultures with a great East Indian heritage that decorates the multiplicity of races that predominate this wonderful Twin Island state. Trinidad and Tobago, also a sports tourism destination. Not too long from now, we'll have a carnival of T20 cricket. In addition to carnival itself. And of course, the privilege to have our drone shots overlooking Port of Spain towards the left of your screen, towards the east, downtown Port of Spain, where those towers are positioned in the backdrop, and the Queen's Park Oval in the foreground. Continuous development across the many boroughs and cities of the bigger of the Twin Island state of Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, on this India tour, we talk about the relationship between the two countries here in Trinidad and Tobago, which we'll get into later. For now, though, this has to be, Stacey-Ann King, a critical part of any energy the West Indies can imbibe into their play. Jomel Warrican bowled with good control yesterday, went past the bat a number of times. I want to see the line that he bowls to Kohli. There's a straight short mid-on in Brathwaite himself, in addition to mid-wicket in Athanase.
Yeah, he did have two deliveries in yesterday's session that turned and shaped away nicely from Virat Kohli's bat. So he'll want to repeat that today, as well as that wicked delivery to Rohit Sharma.
Boy, work killer, boy.
Starts very straight in this over. He bowled one over from the Brian Lara Pavilion in this morning.
Stoke doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over at bowling. Right side. On the southern end.
But they need some inspiration out there. They look very flat in this West Indies team. Hearing the usual chirpiness that you've heard within sessions in yesterday.
Huge shout. Bowler seems very confident with that.
Worried?
That's the ball, a straightish line to Jadeja. Well, off stump anyway. Yeah, that's about right, because he's got a wideish mid-on. About 8 yards off the boundary, in addition to a forward square leg. So he's obviously not afraid of the sweep shot. No one guarding a backward square deep. Bowling to his field.
Great, Joey. Keep going, Joey.
Cummins shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Come on, Kirk.
Very good over from Warwican. 3-3-7 for 4.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Me again. Allow me to pick up where I left off. The biggest phenomenon. You do not scare me, no, you are not a threat. Anyone I wanted, they can get it in a flash, no sweat. Cause when I switch, then they wanna say that I'm a... You're not listening, you're not listening. I said it with my chest and I don't care who I offend.
Google Pixel, proud partner of the England teams.
Captain making some adjustments to the field.
This is everything.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
That's off the middle of the bat.
And all the time in the world to get into
Joseph has strengthened the offside field here. So it looks as though from this sort of field set that he's going to mostly hang it off stump or outside. Does go wide of off stump because he's got that sweeper on the offside. So they might play more a patience game here on Virat Kohli, at least, with the occasional one coming back at the stumps.
Bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. Got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
It's a fair signal from the umpire. Very fair call.
Yeah, Joseph isn't happy with the umpire's decision. But clearly that's his plan, to try and bowl or lure the batter into playing a fall shot as those deliveries. You just need to bring it in a bit more.
Smith is new to the crease. They'll be keen to feel back on ball early on. Right arm. The northern.
That's where they're looking to force Virat Kohli to look to score if he wants to.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery.
have to give him commendation for this. He's had a drought of centuries away. He's come to the Oval. He's found a pitch which is amenable to batting and scoring, and he's taken advantage of it, which is what any batsman wants to do. So don't subtract anything from it. He's come here to do a job, and he's continuing to do it.
Just to add to that, Bish, 500 international matches and scoring a century and still going. It takes a lot of dedication, determination and devotion from him as well, because to stay fit at this level, at 500 international tests, 500 international matches, it isn't an easy task. He's still there, he's going.
Stacey, and you play against what is put in front of you. That is all you can do as a competitor. You've played the game. We've played the game. It's your job.
Nothing wrong with the impact. Wickets though. Slightly unlucky.
What he wants to reinvigorate Virat Kohli is that he goes on in this particular phase and comes up against the higher ranked teams. He'll want to continue this habit, which he's ingrained over a lengthy career. I'm sure that he knows the numbers and what he would need to try to do to get his average back above 50. He may not confess to it. Yeah, they're asking him to come at it if he wants to score.
They'll get at least one.
Yeah, he's been very conservative in his defense. He's soaked up the pressure. He's punished bad bowling and tired bowling. He's milked those singles and he's run very hard for twos as well.
Hit it sweetly, first ball, and it's out of the ground.
Well, where did that come from? After some time spent in the dressing room, it's pretty obvious what their intentions are.
Brilliant over that. Pressure right back on the bat. Short of over that will win the match.
4 off the over, 3-4-1 for 4.
We buy any car, would never buy a car this flash, would they?
Mate, they literally buy any car, even old bangers. Just sold my car.
So we buy any car.
Just sold my car. Do we buy any car? Just sold my car. Do we buy any car? Just sold my car. Do we buy any car?
To find out how much your car's worth in 30 seconds, enter your reg number now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Warwickon. Again, a nice straight line, finishing on the stumps. Co-commentators, or one of them. Very good. Oh, tight. No doubt that will be referred to the TV umpire, Michael Goff.
TV umpire to director, we have an umpire review for a run out at the bowler's end. Can I see your side on angle, please?
Yes, Mark.
Okay, just roll through one more frame. Just want to see complete removal of the bills, please, and roll through one more frame. Yeah, okay, I'm ready for my decision. The batsman is short of his ground. I'm ready for my decision of the big screen, please.
Well, they've had a few decisions, a few close calls prior. This time around, getting the breakthrough, getting the wicket, a good throw from Alzarri Joseph. Yeah, there was a bit of a fumble, a yes-no, and a direct hit finally for West Indies. Well, Virat Kohli, he has to go for a very well-played 1-1, 3-4-1 for 5.
Lost a bet.
Nutty and sweet latte macchiato. Okay, George, this one's for the prize?
Intense.
No. Cool. Definitely iced. Sweet.
Don't forget to recycle.
Bye! Unforgettable.
Nespresso. What else?
How about Southpaw Ishan Kishan in his second test match? But it's a whole concept there, quite an unlikely, well, not unlikely way to go, but the pressure of bowling straight with a ring feel by Jamel Warrican and terrific work from Alzari Joseph. There's a little stutter which robbed Kohli just there of maybe a foot and a half, and that was all Joseph needed. The quick release. And Jamel Warrican was banking on that hitting the stumps because he was taking evasive action. Run out for only the 3rd time in his test match career. Is that the inspiration that West Indies need for the door to be further open?
Well, Jadeja is still there on 54, but that partnership has been broken.
Oh! Come on, Kirk. Go, Kirk, man.
'Interesting having praised the running between Jadeja and Kohli for much of yesterday. They had a little let off when Craig Brathwaite couldn't hit the stumps against Jadeja when he was on 43 this morning. Always takes the fast bowlers to show batters how to do it.
Go ahead, boys. Go ahead, Joey.
Yep.
3-4-3. 3-4-2 for 5.
Me again. Allow me to pick up where I left off. The biggest phenomenon. You do not scare me, no, you are not a threat. Anyone I wanted, they can get it in a flash now, so. Cause when I switch, then they wanna say that I'm a...
You're not listening. You're not listening. I said it with my chest and I don't care who I offend.
Google Pixel, proud partner of the England teams.
Come, batters, let's get moving. Ravi, come.
The African drawl of Ray Erasmus. Come on, batters, let's get moving. fascinating to see how Ishan Kishan goes. In particular, there's Ravi Ashwin to come as well if necessary. And declared the innings with him on 1 in the first test match. Just so he got into the books.
Still very flat in the field, West Indies, but this has been good from Alzari Joseph, just using that, possibly using that momentum from the run out into his bowling.
I thought his over to Virat was bowling to the plan the over before Kohli was run out. He bowled wide-ish up off stump, called for a wide, but it was clearly the pan. Clearly another plan here. Bowling fairly straight to Jadeja without drifting on to leg stump. He had just moved Blackwood just before that ball, moved Blackwood further to his left, and that's why Blackwood is standing there remonstrating at slip. And Alzari knows it. Whether Blackwood in his original position would have been able to climb and pull it in, we will never know.
Usually you see Jason Holder in that position, so what a change that would have made. But slashed hard at that delivery, knowing very well that there was no deep third. Absolutely no chance for Blackwood. Now forces a change in fielders. Jason Holder now comes into that slip region.
And is finer than Blackwood was when the ball went deep third. Now it has to be a more attacking field, more slip fielders for Ishan Kishan.
Seems like they've heard you, Ian Bishop. Two players are making their way into that region.
Off the mark, first ball, Ishan Kishan took him 19 deliveries in the previous test. 100 overs up, 349 for 5. .349 for 5. Backdrop here suggests from morning that you turn up at the Queen's Park Oval and you think this is a batting day in theory. Bright sunshine, not too many of those grey heavy clouds that can sometimes proliferate in the heavens over the oval. Warrington continues.
Yeah, Jamal Warren, he's been really impressive with the lines and the speeds in which he is bowled.
Go ahead, Joey. Hold on. Oh, well good, Joey.
Yeah, his consistency has been spot on. And when he slows up the deliveries, the 81 speed, he gets the ball to turn and shape away from batters. Challenge here for him, it's left-handed batters now.
.350 up. Yeah, and it's something Jadeja will be taking in as much information as possible, having spent 139 deliveries now, 239 minutes batting on it for when he comes to bowl. .350 for 5. Wow.
Go and work, killer. Good guy, Joey. Catch it, War.
He's a no-nonsense sort of batter, Ishan Kishan. First boundary in Test match cricket for him, 3-5-4 for 5.
The British fans are some of the most passionate in the world. Good evening, fight fans, and welcome to London, England. When you hear the support, it's almost impossible to not fight your heart out. He's done it! We're not going to need a move.
This is our ultimate.
What an absolute legend. The energy in this place. Nights don't get any bigger than this for British mixed martial arts. Come on, listen to this crowd. We are up for a real treat.
Yeah, the last ball of the previous over, driven powerfully back past the bowler. I don't think he expected it working. Really good awareness from Kishan as well.
Roach taking over from Joseph. It's a fascinating sort of experience as well for young batters. You've got Alec Afanaz, who is in his second Test match, looked promising in his first, and you've got Kirk McKenzie making his Test match debut.
No.
So again, what you're looking at, even though you don't want to be out in the field for over 100 overs, for young McKenzie having the experience of looking closely at Virat Kohli ply his trade, looking at Jadeja, and their commitment to their innings, the discipline with which they've played, is something that he would have dreamt about getting his cap and then playing against these great players. And I hope in all of what has gone on in the Test match that Afanaz and McKenzie will be better for the experience of having witnessed and perhaps having a chat to Virat, to Rohit, to Dravid at some point over the course of this series about batting. Tell you this, Stacey, and I had a wonderful chat. Not going to tell you with who, but someone who has played international cricket here back in the day. And they were talking about how their batting developed and the importance and significance of having good facilities, good pitches to forge their technique on. Instructive coming through the system so that they can trust their technique. I talked fast bowling yesterday, batting today, and formulate their framework. And so when you get on to tracks that maybe not as through, you are able to negotiate it a lot better. And that's something that we continuously talk about in the Caribbean. Greater infrastructure, better surfaces, more true surfaces to assist our players, particularly the batters coming through.
Yeah, agreed fully, Bish, with that statement. As the only way we can develop our cricket, being West Indies men, West Indies women, throughout age groups as we go forward. Really good to have seen an under-19 women's tournament played in Trinidad just recently. And of course, an under-19 men's tournament that has recently concluded as well. It's the end of 102. 3-5-4 for 5.
Just the one wicket in this session for the West Indies. That via the run-out route, Virat Kohli. Ishan Kishan spent 20 deliveries or so in the first test before he scored his first and only run on debut. But looks in a much more aggressive mood this time around. That was too short and too easy. Hello, Sir Kirtley.
Hello, young Badri. A little bit too short from Jomel Warrican, and he pounced on it in ferocious fashion. Short leg was in trouble for a brief moment. He's in a hurry. He raced to 10 or 4 deliveries.
Yeah, indeed. Comparatively speaking, from that first test match. The previous over from Kemar Roach, incidentally, has been the only maiden that the West Indies bowled in this session. And talk about creating pressure, building pressure, and sustaining it. They failed to do that yet again. Very similar to what we saw yesterday morning. So much of test match cricket is that mental battle, wearing on the patience of the opposition. West Indies haven't been disciplined enough this morning with their lines and their lengths. They haven't been patient enough. .71 runs scored in the day's play so far. 359 for 5.
What's wrong with the car? It's okay, lads. I'm with the AA. Bombay mix.
Because the AA has more expert patrols across the country, you'll be back on the road in no time. No wonder more people choose the AA. Join today.
1 wicket apiece for 4 of the bowlers used so far. The other wicket falling via the run-out route. Kemar Roach to continue from the Brian Lara Pavilion end. Gets a single. Good delivery. Not too sure where it went, Ishan Kishan. In the end, goes through for a comfortable single.
Comfortable single.
Inside edge onto the...
Here in England, but has passed the bat on any number of occasions, and the usual retort to that is, well, get it a yard fuller if you can. Last chance of missing the edge. Warner just helped that nonchalantly for 4.
Yeah, a while ago, David Warner, against England in particular, struggled with these shots. A couple of times he pulled it up in the air. On this occasion, he just helped it on its way. Early on in his career, he top-edged a couple of those.
Well, I need him to go on now. A number of occasions in this series he's got starts. Didn't have a very good game at Headingley, but he's had starts in the other test matches. And he's not managed to kick on.
That was the tempter from Woakes. That was that fuller length. And for a fraction, Warner thought, I'm going to drive that. He didn't. There's the starts. Michael Atherton talks about 36, 66, 25, 32, and now 28 not out. And just 150. They've stuck with him. They need something from their 3 veterans. Him, Labuschagne, Smith, their 3 best players. To retain the Ashes, those 3 must deliver.
Again past the outside edge, but again Warner on the back foot this time, so it was a ball of reasonably short length, or back of a good length.
Just flirted with that outside the off stump. There was no need to play on length or line.
Woakes has done him. Bit of uncertainty from Warner outside the off stump. Not sure whether to play or leave. He's dragged it onto his stumps.
Yeah, the ball before did for him. The ball before he should have left, went past the edge. This one he didn't know whether to play or leave. He's leaving it, then he plays it, and he wishes he'd left it completely. It's that man Woakes again. What an introduction to the series he's had. David Warner in and out again. 28 he makes, 54 for 2.
I wish he was more like Ibotta. All it does is give me cash back in everything I buy. Tissue.
Sorry, I'm not a user-friendly app.
We're out of time, guys. Sorry.
There's cash back in everything you buy.
What are my stats? I spend $940 a month on food, gotta eat, $2,600 a month on the house and car, all while saving. Take control of your finances with Quicken. Try risk-free for 30 days.
Gotta love the action, man.
Australia 54 for 2, trailing by 221. Steve Smith, their best player, joins Marnus Labuschagne. Mark Wood get loose. Excellent from Wokes. 54 for 2 from 18. Stand, but for an opener, he's got in again and got out. 28 is no kind of score really, but also just the indecision. Warner prides himself on being very, very decisive with his shot making, with his calling. Everything about his game is about being decisive, and he was indecisive there, and it was costly. Lovely from Labuschagne. The full face of the bat came down. Very straight bat there.
Yeah, technically perfect, that one. Did transfer his weight, did get onto the front foot. We said he's been hanging back a little bit, but he got back on that, and beautiful front elbow. Front elbow through the line of the ball, beautiful.
Australia bat deep, but Marsh off the field a little bit this morning. Cameron Green looked out of nick in the first innings. Moeen Ali will fancy a go at the left-handers Travis Head and Alex Carey and Mitchell Starc. How long then before Wood gets a crack at Smith? Got to get him on early, haven't you, when he first comes to the crease?
Yeah, Broad's bowled pretty well here, so maybe one more from Broad while he's in rhythm. At his age, you don't want to just give him a short burst and then he has to go again later. Just one more maybe from Broad. He's in rhythm. He's had a couple hit those cracks and keep low, and then after that one, get loose, Wood. Man comes in, Moeen Ali, to a short mid-on. Just seen that on drive or straight drive from Labuschagne. Catching position, Moeen Ali. You talk about David Warner priding himself on being decisive. It was the ball before that did for him, really. That was the ball before. And again, we spoke about Wokes bowling that bit fuller. The next delivery was just that little bit fuller and drew him into playing the shot. Both he could have left. Now he's wishing he did.
Ooh, nearly dragged it on as well. Labuschagne does well enough in the end. 60 for 2.
I didn't want to get into credit cards. I didn't know anything about it, and it felt very risky to me. But my friend told me about the Chime Credit Builder card, and it was crazy. I didn't have to worry about interest, fees, credit checks. My score is up 80 points. Join me at chime.com.
previous over. Labuschagne with the correct way of diverting the ball from hitting your stumps. Graham Gooch here against Australia. Batted it away with the back of Stuart Surridge glove.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Sabina Park. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the dashing David Gower.
Hi, others. Looking forward to this one. I had an opportunity earlier to get down and check out the conditions for the day. And looking at the pitch, it's been set up well for these players to show their skills. Personally, it might just favour having a bowl first, though. Beautiful clear conditions and not a chance of rain.
Wonderful insight there from David Gower. It looks like the captains are ready for the toss. Let's go pitch side.
Well, it seems just crazy to think of batting first here. There'll be plenty of movement early for the bowlers, and I don't think that's going to change.
Right, so we're ready to get underway. Always something special about that first delivery. It can really set the tone for the match. Super piece of timing.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Well placed. Should get a single.
Yep. No! Good spot there, making it difficult to get away.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Lovely shot, gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Nicely played.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment.
I'm Carol Spencer, and I became a art designer in 1963 when I was I'm 86 years young. Carol Spencer is now retired, but she's still the record as Mark's longest running stylist.
Good afternoon and welcome one and all. I'm Mike Atherton, and alongside me today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the Silver Fox himself, David Gower.
Hi others, looking forward to this one. I've been down pitch side to look at the conditions, and the pitch has been prepared beautifully, something for everyone. I'd say it's worth getting at the batters with the ball first though. And as far as the weather goes, a beautiful day for cricket. You'll certainly need your sunnies.
Fantastic breakdown, David, thanks. Two captains are in the middle. Let's join them for the coin toss. Players look ready. The umpires are in position for the first ball. The bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest. Go the stumps, miss the straight ball.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Watson will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. Nicely played.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
And I had inspiration if I wanted to see tours. I could still.
That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control.
I can give you stories.
Nice shot.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
That's called Wild Bunch. She has and
taken. Good catch too, low to the ground.
And I used to wear sort of.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds. And you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Callis, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
I'll look to these sometimes when you're closer. That's that is golden jubilee.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. Huge appeal. The new batter always likes to feel back on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end.
A few moves made in the field.
Mohammed from the south end. A real beauty. Just times it so well. Oh my word, what a catch. The hang time on that one.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring. The captain ringing in the field here, trying to prevent the strike rotating.
Straight to the fielder.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
This is my breakfast table. Kitchen, we're in the living room right now. Yes.
Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
You can't say how important that dive was. They scrambled the run, just about made it.
So we can see each other while we sit there and wondering us and wake up.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Richards ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Can't get that outside the ring field. Bowler is confident on this one. That's right off the meat of the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Going with pace now. Middle that one, great timing.
It was a shorter ball, but seen really early. Quickly onto the back foot and powered over the boundary for 6.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Well taken. Had a lot of work to do and held on to a great catch.
It's another wicket, the 4th. Sometimes you just have to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Oh my, that's racing away.
That's the way you want to start your innings. Into position quickly and drills it to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Going with a more aggressive field choice.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. Captain's going to change things around in the field.
Great shot, great timing.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
They'll get at least one.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches that to the boundary.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit the boundary.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper. A little late on that, no run scored.
Super piece of timing.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Does very well to get quickly across to that one. Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire. One over left in the innings. A hammer to bowl it. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. Bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Got that away nicely.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Sprayed that very wide. Hits the boundary rope. Keeper had no chance there.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Good bit of timing there.
That's gone a long, long way. Well and truly into the 20s now, and surely looking towards a big score.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Heaved away off the back foot, sweetly timed.
Boundaries are flowing. You need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down again. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. That's poor play.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. When the innings comes to an end, India will need 80 runs. A mountain to climb as the openers come out. The goal is to get the innings off to a good start. But one of these two surely has to go on to score big.
Bit of a change up in the field now.
Yep. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
And with that, they're off the mark.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. High in the air. This should be an easy chance. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Yeah. Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. edge. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Nicked it.
Just threw the shot too early.
End of the over, 6 off it. India are 6 for 1. McGrath, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yeah. No!
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Oh dear, played on. A hint of misfortune, and that is out.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Get the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Yeah. There'll be runs here. There's trouble here. Could that be out? Looks so.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Misses that for 4. A bit of West Indian flair to that.
This is where they can be so good because they were so quick to get back and onto this.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
For 6.
The bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
With the completion of that over, there will need to be some considerable risks now from the batters. The right arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot. There was no point chasing that.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yep. Nice shot. Runs possible. What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Big appeal. On the drive.
Threw the shot early, ball past his bat, a brilliant slower ball.
Nice shot.
Hit that so hard, pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
Well, you shouldn't be able to get that many runs without hitting the ball. What is the fielder doing?
We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Callis, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Misses everything.
Oh yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand. Nothing really wrong.